Afternoon. This is Nita and Miss Panda. Kitty Blaze is taking a nap. The chickens are off doing chicken things with a timepiece garden. All right, I have a semi-warm day today. Yay! So what are you gonna do? We're gonna start trimming the grass running down the road. You've seen me do it before. The DR. The goal is to keep everything 3 foot knocked off the road, so when we have snow or ice or whatever, it doesn't block the road. Is the easiest way to say that. So, let me get started. It is what it is. Kind of, knock everything down the way I keep it. Because I keep it this way all summer long because of the ticks and fleas. But we're getting ready to go into winter. I got to do the road. So, let me get busy, get started, and we will all talk to you later. Never want to bore you with chores. So, we know last time I trimmed, I kind of stopped at the pole because that's truly where my property driveway ends. I don't know if I said it on video, probably not because I was angry. Again, in the state of Arkansas, the only law that's out there is that they cannot landlock me. Does that make sense? Whoever owns the left, and you can see a T-post there, and there's a T-post there. Does that make sense? And then on this side, there's a T-post there. They cannot landlock me. Does that make sense? They can put a gate here, but then they have to give me a key or a combination to it. They cannot lock me out of my property. The other half of that I found out is that from roughly center point of the road, makes sense, it's 15 feet in each direction. Well, except for where the ravine jumped here, because it didn't used to be here up against the road. If you were to make that center of the road between that T-post there and this T-post over here, I have my 15 feet center of the road. It makes sense, but it's never been maintained, so the road here is not center in between the two fences. That's why I got that bottleneck here, because of the ravine. So from there in Arkansas law, it is not the landowner's responsibility to fix this road. Does that make sense? Because it's my access point. It's my responsibility to fix the road if I want it fixed, or just leave it as is. Yeah. So, I will end up trimming where I've trimmed all this other stuff before. Does that make sense? I started here, and I will end up trimming the entire road all the way to the mailbox. Now I went as far as the oak tree, and we'll go up there and talk about the oak tree in a second, but you can see where I've started clearing out the ravine again until you get to about this point, and this is completely filled in. Probably the same water that clogged the drains back over there before, the ones that actually gutted, how do I say it, the downhill side of the road. They made it really bad. Probably the same rainstorm that did that down there, ravined it out, is what brought dirt down and filled this in. So I have a lot more work to do besides just trimming and clearing the ravine runoff. I literally have to dig all this back out. And my brain says go ahead and finish trimming. All the way to the mailbox, get everything trimmed that I can trim with my trimmer. Just get it trimmed back, because that way I can see where all the ravines are everywhere. And then literally come out here with the tractor and start looking at what I need to dig out. Because I need to dig out a lot. I thought I was going to trim and then come down with my pole saw and my loppers and start getting rid of all these saplings, because I don't need... You've seen my forest down at the beginning, not my forest, but the road forest down at the beginning of the driveway, how it overloads both sides of the road. So when you get snow and ice, you can't drive. I don't need that to happen here, so I already know all these saplings need to go. And I'll be the one to take care of them. Again, having said that, T-post, fence, ravine, makes sense, road. This is the center point of the road. Of course, I can't see a T-post now. I can see the fence. That big tree right there, that's on the other side of the fence. The small one here in front of it is on this side of the fence. But there's room. There's room literally to dig a whole bunch of that dirt out and give me a 2-lane road here. And not that I want a 2-lane road, but it'd be nice to have a 2-lane road worth of space, leveled, graded properly, plant some grass seed, and right up and down here with the lawnmower. You know, not the stuff that I'm doing right now, because it's crazy. You know, future grandiose ideas. Just knock all this down. So, but yeah, all these little scrubby trees, the goal is to take them out. So now I did make it up here, ravine-wise. Makes sense as far as my large oak tree here. Kind of stopped right about there. Now I don't recall that being there last year at all. And I'm glad it's sunset and, you know, rather dark and not rather crazy. Y'all know what that is, right? It's Tracker Jackers. Ha! I'm living in my own version of the Hunger Games. See if I can get a better view or better lighting. That is a true wasp nest. I'll have to come by someday when sunrise is coming up so it doesn't look so dark, because it's not going to look any better because I'm in shade now. That bad boy is huge. Just huge. So, that presents one of those, when I bring the tractor up here to dig out and widen this ravine and clear down there, you can see way down there, that's where the trimmer is, and that's where it's blocked right now. Yeah, I gotta hope that the tractor is not going to be loud enough to piss them off. You know, it's late enough right now, I don't know. So, you know, again, I will be living my own version of the Hunger Games. All right, sun is behind the mountain, well, almost. My mountain's there. That makes sense. Sun is down. It's down lower than the mountain. By the time I get to the house, it'll be chilly. Yeah, you can see this is where I stopped. You can see, is there a ravine there? There is. Do you see it? Nope. Why? Because I've not cleared it. So again, I think today I did it. I think tomorrow I will do it, where I clear this portion of the road, all of it, you know, trim it down before I bring the tractor out. And I might just trim it all the way to the mailbox. And that way when I bring the tractor, it's just tractor work. Just the thought process anyway. I just have to keep an eye on that. You know? It's madness. All right, Panda was out here. She might have already gone home. She's like, Mom's videoing again. Leaving. I'm gonna take the DR, take it home, put it away, and we will talk to you later. Say everybody is doing what makes them happy. Kitty has found the choice of my wind chime. Panda has found a deer bone. Looks like a rib bone. Well, hi, what you doing? No, I know. Anyway, yes, Panda has found the joys of... Well, hi, Kitty. Am I not allowed to talk about Panda? I know that's the Panda dog. I know. She got her bone. We tell you it's hunting season. Panda found the carcass. That's all I can say. Now, it might be a deer bone. It could be a cow bone from the guy's cows to the left. If he had one die out there in the field, and they'll do that. They'll leave it out there, and you know the wolves or not wolves. I don't have wolves out here, but the coyote and the bear and the bobcat will eat a lot of it, and it'll get to a point where Panda can bring a bone home. So, she's having a good time. Kitty Blaze is having a good time. And I'm just going to sit here and relax. Because I will have to go in and... How you doing? Well, I'm sorry, is my drink in your way? Zoom back out. There we go. And life is awesome. So, y'all have an awesome day. I'm gonna relax for a minute, and then I gotta go do dinner and, load laundry and, all the stuff inside the house that I can't do when I'm taking care of the driveway. So we'll talk to you later.